Ladies and gentlemen, the Culling is back. After all these years and all these releases that we've seen, the Culling is finally making its way into the Battle Royale space. Now, who is excited for that? That's right, absolutely no one, since the Culling has been a complete and utter disgrace. It seems with every new edition, every new launch of this game, all they tried to do is make more money. Now, the Culling 1 was actually a pretty good game. I remember that game back in 2016. It wasn't too bad, you know, it was a kind of battle royale. It kind of implemented on things. It wasn't trash. And then they changed it and completely killed their own game. Well, ever since then, they've kind of been trying to gain on that. Or they've been trying to get more success, or their success back, I guess, because, you know, it fizzled out completely. And every release, they make something that's seemingly even worse than the last game they put out. And today is no different. Because it was today that we found out about the Culling Origins. Now, it was a few days ago, the game's already been released now. And, I mean, it's already dead on arrival. No one's playing it. And I mean, why would they after the bullshit that they're trying to pull with this? And we'll get into that in just a moment. But I want to talk about the Culling because it's been through, the rounds, man. The Culling 1, again, released in like 2016. The game wasn't too bad. It kind of had like, you know, it was a battle royale. Kind of had a lot of good features. The game was quite fun. But then the studio Xavier just kept trying to add different things, and they kept changing so much about their game that the core player base actually just didn't like it anymore, and they killed their own game. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard about the disaster that was the Culling 2, the PUBG rip-off clone that tried to cash in on the Battle Royale craze, and it did so terribly that the game literally had no players as soon as it launched. I mean, there's so many videos about the Culling 2 and how it was such a disastrous game. And it was. The game was complete and utter garbage. I think it lasted like 2 weeks on Steam before they, you know, took it off. They had to take it down because obviously, you know, no one was playing it and they're spending all this money on servers and stuff. It's kind of funny because, you know, I don't know why all these developers feel the need to try and copy someone else. I just don't understand. Like, they could have done something so good with their game. I made a game that was, you know, different, that, you know, innovated on the Battle Royale genre, but they didn't. They just literally copied PUBG and tried to cash in on it. And it failed, and I'm so glad it did, because I'm so sick of games and studios literally just making clones of other successful titles. And it's a thing that I don't know why Steam still haven't cracked down on this, because you see it all the time. There's so many Battle Royale games on Steam right now that are literal just copies of other games. Of course, there's tons of asset flips on there still. It's now so easy to put a game on Steam, but that's another topic for another day. The Culling Origins is back now with one of the worst monetization models I have ever seen in a game. In the hit, like, this is something that we would joke about usually, some EA shit, right? As if Call of Duty would charge by the bullet, that kind of joke. This is bad, okay? I never ever thought we'd see a game stoop this low, but clearly Xavier really don't care. In fact, they do care only when you're putting money into their pockets, because the game has now a pay-to-play model, which is just outrageous. So let's get into that, okay? So the game itself, it's only launching for Xbox One at the moment. It's soon to release for PC. So when you get the game, it's going to cost you $5.99 if you haven't already bought it. Apparently there's some sort of free trial for a day, but I'm not really sure about that. But $5.99 if you haven't bought the game. If you own the game, so if you've already bought it or you've got it for free, you own the game. You don't have to buy it again, which I guess is fair play. And I mean, the cost of the game, it's only $5.99. That doesn't bother me too much. I mean, it's a little studio. I say little, it's kind of an indie studio. Maybe they need to support themselves. But this is where it starts to get stupid. Okay? The tweet on Twitter that I read, and this kind of blew my mind as well, because They literally have no idea. Like, they're so out of touch. It's incredible. So, Xavier on Twitter posted, "The Culling is back. Servers live Thursday, May the 14th. Xbox One now, PC later. Big performance enhancements. Not free to play, but if you ever played it, you have it. Fair enough. $5.99 in the Xbox Store if you've never played it." And this is where it starts to get real interesting. One free match or one free online match per day. Additional tokens options available. And then they post this stupid GIF that's just completely irrelevant, because I can guarantee the only reason people were making that face is because they were like, the f***. Now, the replies to that thread, it's the best. I really recommend you go and read them. Now, the bit where they say, one free game per day unless you win, okay? So it's one free game per day unless you win. Now, this is ridiculous as well, because it's a battle royale. Only one person can win out of an entire lobby. Now, if you want to play more and you just lost, let's say you hop into a game, right? And you insta-die, maybe something, you accidentally kill yourself, right? You now have to pay to play some more. So to play more, you will need to buy match tokens. Now, 3 tokens will cost you $1, okay? 10 tokens will cost you $2.99. 20 tokens will cost you $4.99. Or you can purchase a 7-day pass for $1.99 or a 30-day pass for $5.99, which completely kind of takes away from the reason for buying the tokens, but it makes no sense. So on Xbox, you already have to pay to go online anyway, but now these guys are trying to charge for you to play their game online. Now, I don't know if Xavier know this, right? But we're kind of in the middle of what they call a global pandemic, and most people right now aren't able to go to work. So most people don't have a lot of money. And why should they spend the remaining money on your trash game? So already they've completely just destroyed the chances of their game even getting any traction. But I know what they're thinking. I know they're thinking right now that, everyone's stuck indoors, don't have anything to do. So why not release the Culling, charge to play online, and sit back and try and rake in the cash? Well, it's not going to happen. Now, they did make a devlog on YouTube. The guy's name is Josh Van Yield, who is the director of operations of the company. Completely just dead face, stares at a camera and talks a whole bunch of nonsense. But the reason they've decided that they should go as pay to play for the Culling Origins is that their previous monetization scheme of using cosmetics only in their free to play model didn't apparently generate enough revenue for them. Well, here's an idea, Xavier. Maybe if you make a good game, people will spend their money on it. Now, they say that all of this is to keep their servers up and running. I mean, I can kind of see where they're coming from, because to keep servers up and running are very expensive. But again, there's so many different options that they can make money from their game. Yet they choose to pick the shittiest one, and they seem to always just destroy their own game before it even has a chance to go anywhere. Because why would players pay to play your game and then pay again to get online when we have games like Apex Legends, which is free? They release free DLC, they release free content. Again, they support themselves with cosmetics and stuff like that. We have Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone, which is completely free as well. We have Fortnite and a ton of other Battle Royale games that I'm sure are pretty good as well and are free to play. Why is anyone going to play the Culling Origins and pay money for it when there's a ton of better games that you can play for free? It just makes no sense at all. They keep saying that people are asking for the Culling, yet no one is asking for this game. I haven't heard or seen anyone at all anywhere want the Culling to come back. Maybe if they released it like it was in 2016, where the game was actually pretty good, maybe it will get some traction. I don't know. But I think at this point they've damaged their own brand or their own game so much that it's just, they're not going to recover from this. And it's funny because they should just make something else. I don't know why they keep trying to revive the culling. And, you know, from the look of it, not much has changed. Every single launch attempt for this game has been unsuccessful since 2016. I mean, Xaviant just need to move on. It's, you know, the culling is not going to be successful when we have, you know, Warzone, Fortnite, Apex Legends, all made by huge, massive AAA game companies and published by the biggest publishers there are. They're just not going to be able to compete. I don't know why they keep trying to get, you know, in this field. I mean, I'm going to definitely try the game when it comes to PC. I don't own an Xbox One at the moment, or I'm probably not planning to be honest, but I'm going to try it out when it comes to PC, and I'll give, you know, my final verdict on it then. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Culling Origins. If you played it, if you own an Xbox One, let me know what it's like. I'm interested. So yeah, this has been the Culling Origins, I guess. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like, subscribe if you aren't already. Again, leave me a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.